was 1991. On January 9th, 2012, I made a prediction of the missile Tomahawk. For those of you that don't know about this video, if you haven't seen this video yet, please watch it, share it, let other people know what's going on. I've been trying to get the message out there for a lot of years. Why I'm touching this subject again, prophetic vision, the U.S. Tomahawk missile launch, because that's what's happening at this moment right now. I mean, nothing is, thank God that we're not launching any more missiles, but it did happen. I wanted to talk about this vision that I had a little bit more in detail than what I spoke it here in this video, because I guess, I'm not sure, but I think my English has gotten better ever since, so I could talk about it a little bit more, with more details. So I'm going to try to explain what I saw with these photos that I found on the internet. I don't know what schools are these, but anyways, it's very similar to what I saw in my vision. I was in a classroom like this, and in the classroom I was standing right in front of this window, and right next to me there was one entity, and on the left there was another entity. I relate these entities with angels, so you can understand them or understand what I'm trying to say better. At the moment that I was looking outside through the window, I see a little kids playing in the playground, and their swings and everything. It's a schoolyard, And then all of a sudden, I feel the whole classroom shaking, and like, and everything was like falling off the desk, and like an earthquake, but it wasn't. And then I could see rockets in the skies falling in the very distance, falling into the land, and I see explosions. And in the schoolyard, I see this. The floor was, it was like in a compartment and on the ground, and it was opening. And from that opening, a missile comes out, a Tomahawk missile. That's what the angel at the right told me, that it was a Tomahawk missile. I didn't know anything about weapons back then. I didn't know nothing about missiles, guns, and nothing. I didn't know nothing. Barely knew something about knives. And then I see a whole bunch of missiles in the distance coming out from the ground up. And I see two of these missiles coming out from the ground up, very next to, like, I can see it very close. And I can see this missile shooting up into the sky. And the one from the school ground, it was the one that blew up. That was a U.S. missile. And when it blew up, I could see the kids disintegrating. And then when the other missiles from the air that it was coming from another distance to our land, it hit in the ground, I could see people flying all over the place, because the ground literally lifted, and people were lifted from the ground up, and they started flying all over the place. That was right before the Tomahawk blew up in the midair. And then in the distance, I could see other bombs, Tomahawk bombs, blowing up in the midair. And people were just dying. At the same moment that I was looking through the window, seeing all these things happening, the windows blew up, all the glass fell on me, and I could feel the heat, I could feel the wind, I could see the trees just burning up, cars flipping. It was a disaster. And the reason I'm really triggered me to touch about this subject again is because of the Dabu 77. I been subscribed to Dabo for a long time, and when he talked about this video, what he said today, I said I need to do my video talking about this, because what he's saying here is the same thing that I've been saying for years. And I've been trying to get people ready for what is coming. And if you're going to be a survivor, you better survive, because right after any bomb detonates, and here's my prediction. I've been predicting that these bombs are going to be triggered by the United States itself. Maybe to start a war, maybe to blame other countries, but I saw them blowing up in midair. U.S. Tomahawk and this USA. And if that happens, well, whoever is left in the ground, there's going to be martial law. Then they're going to use the Walmart, the coffins that you saw from FEMA, and all these things that we've been predicting for a long time that you never listened to. That we were nuts, crazy, conspiracy theorists. But at the end, we were the ones who were trying to warn you. This will happen. I don't want to try to scare you. I'm not trying to I'm just saying the truth. The people that most is going to suffer are kids, pregnant women, babies, elders. For those men and women that still have a chance to train yourself on a handgun or train yourself for combat or any martial arts, whatever it takes to defend your loved ones and yourself, do it. Don't wait another second. Don't wait for my predictions to come true, because I would truly love to be wrong in this. I would truly love to be wrong of my videos, of my messages, except for the name of the Most High God, that I've been trying to tell you guys who is the real God of humanity or life. The real God, the creator of life. It's not easy talking about these things, especially when you saw these things in a vision. And been trying to wake people up for many years. I urge you to watch Dabo 77 video, Operation Gotham Shield. It's really interesting. This is what I saw in the distance from that window of that school. Exactly the same thing. Rockets falling from the skies. Our rockets shooting up. But I saw all this in the schoolyard. People dying. You see, the problem is not the war, because once the war happens, people are just going to disintegrate. They're going to die. The problem is the survivors. Because half of the United States is going to be underwater. Most of the land is going to be destroyed. No hospitals, no food, no water. Everything is contaminated. The survivors, guess who are going to be? The survivors most of them will be draconians. And those are the ones going to be feeding on human beings. And this has happened in the past. Look into history and you'll see that draconians have attacked human beings. Even so you can understand me, I will say in the Jesus Christ era, the apostles were begging God to save them from cannibalism. Because the Bible has been so manipulated that they don't mention Dracos in the Bible. They don't mention the descendants of Nephilim in the Bible. Yes. And that's what's going to happen. Whether you live or you die, don't ever lose your faith in the Most High God, Hayaha. I will make another video talking about him and his relationship with the human being. But just so you know, He did not have a son that came into this planet to save humanity. He did not do that. I have to give it to the Muslims that the Muhammad or Jesus Christ, none of them are the real names of the person who was trying to save humanity. His name was Ishho. And he was brown African. He was from the Zulu nation, tribe. He was Hebrew. And he was the one predicting. That's another video that I have to make about him when he talked to me. And he was a preacher. He was the one preaching these things. God only has his throne, and he will not share it with no one because he is the Most High. If he would share it with any other God, he will not be the Most High because he's sharing it. He will not share his kingdom, his throne with anyone else but him. He is the only one in one, the Most High. Every other gods that exist are beneath him. And that goes with the Trinidadian gods, which are in battle with him, at war, for a long time. God bless all those seeking the true name of Ahayaka. Bye.